Now you wanna get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts. Hello, my fellow collectors. Welcome back for another review. Today we're gonna look at the 1989 Batman Deluxe Edition. So stay tuned for the review. Okay, so let's start with the box. As usual, this thing is very massive. I was pleasantly surprised. This thing is the same height as a quarter scale box. As you can see next to the figure, it's completely huge. This is basically to house the deluxe edition base, which is very tall. The base itself is almost, if not close to 17 inches tall. So that's why they have to make the box so big. Again, it reminds me of when in the movie Batman was pretty much having all his suits in this metal contraption. That's what the box reminds me of. You can see MMS 693. This is the deluxe version again. So yeah, nothing too crazy on the box. It's your typical Hot Toys cardboard. I wish this was a little bit thicker, because in transport it got damaged in the corners. It's not a big deal, but you know, as the prices go up and up every day, you would expect to see some better materials from Hot Toys, kind of like InArt does. So maybe in the future we're gonna have some better boxes, but the artwork, as usual, is second to none. It's very good. The symbol right here is raised, so you have the 3D effect. It's the same thing with the bolts. So that's very nice. Okay, so here are the accessories. So as usual, you got your instruction manual, which is very handy. This one, I'm not sure what it is. Is it like a grappling hook? I don't remember from the movie. But you have some articulation on the tips. Watch out though, because it looks pretty fragile, but very nicely detailed. This goes around his arm. You have Vicky Vale's shoe. You got a small grappling hook right there. 2 extra mouthpieces. Very good likeness to Michael Keaton. That's a funky one right there, that's funny. You got a belt attachment, a batarang, a rope, some darts. This, I believe, goes with this hook right there, some sort of attachment. Got a few hands, which are very nicely textured. Get this grip material underneath, and I currently have the fists on the figure. This, I'm not sure what it is. Some sort of device, maybe to communicate. This, I'm pretty much sure, is the remote control for the Batmobile. You can see it's very small. Usually I keep these in a box because I don't want to lose them. Got some shurikens and a tool right here to move the eyes or to interchange the mouthpieces. And finally you have these 2 plastic pieces that you can basically use to adjust the cape to make it wider. Like in the movie, there was one shot where he had those in. And the last accessory obviously is the deluxe base, which is very nice. This comes in a few pieces. This piece you have to assemble, and it's very easy. Just plugs in. And then the gargoyle here, if you don't have space in your detolf, you can remove. Basically it comes off right there. and this piece can also rotate depending on how you want to pose it. And there's the figure itself. I currently have the battle damage mouthpiece, just a mimic like the end of the movie when he's on the top of the church with the Joker. Very impressive figure, despite the fact that he's not very poseable because of the suit. This is a rubber material, so the suit, pretty much like in a movie, I mean, the head movement, you're not gonna be able to do much. It has your typical Hot Toys, standard body, but the rubber is gonna restrict a lot of the movement. And the cape has wires inside, which is cool. I'm not sure if the original figure had that. Probably not. And this time around, the cape is a very nice material. So it's very soft. It doesn't feel cheap. Very nice cowl, very iconic. The only thing I don't like about the base, it's the way it's molded. They pretty much use this like vinyl material. So in some cases, like right there, you see how the bricks are made is very soft. And this is typical with Hot Toys when they do diorama bases. I have the same issue with their core scale bases, is the detail, it's really soft in places. So for instance, on the wood is very crisp, the lines, and even there on the base, but in some areas it's very flat. So I think on their future bases they need to improve, or just make the bases on actual PVC and not this cheap vinyl, because the detail gets lost. I think maybe you can improve that if you use better paint applications, but it looks pretty soft, especially for the price that we're paying. I think this was over $400. The gargoyle looks nice though. I mean, the details are not soft on this piece. That's a hard PVC. The bricks are not bad. Like that. See, that doesn't look bad at all. It's just on the cracks. Let's see on the back here. See, this is pretty good. I like the architecture, the base. It's probably the biggest, I would say the biggest diorama base that they've done for a 6-scale figure to date. And I like the wood, the damage. Again, that could have been done better. They could have used more variations on the wood. It's not too bad. Again, the crotch grabber is not needed. I think the figure is very well balanced, and the base, pretty much you can lean the figure on the base a little bit so it's not gonna fall, or you can put it up there. You can remove the gargoyle and have Batman on a taller piece. A big controversy regarding the suit is the textures. I know in the movie the suit was a lot smoother than this. This has a lot of textures, which doesn't bother me at all. I know some people have complained, which rightfully so. I mean, when you're buying Hot Toys, you pretty much want to be as close as, to the movie as possible. So I do understand, if people are upset because of this issue. Again, in person is not that dramatic as you may see on the camera here. And I like the sharp details on the cowl. Very accurate to the movie. Focus. This one is different from the original DX, where you have to remove the piece on back of the head in order to access the movable eyes. And this time around you don't have to. All you have to do is remove the head and use this small tool to move the eyes. Come on, focus. Focus. Very good likeness to Michael Keaton. I like the overall presence. Movable cape is awesome. I highly recommend, if you guys have the room, to go ahead and get the deluxe base. It's worth it. Even the regular base is very cool. You have the Batman logo on that one. I'm also wondering if you're already getting the deluxe version, why Hot Toys isn't including that base as well, because we're paying the extra price. So to me it doesn't make sense. If you're already getting the deluxe base and we are paying almost $100 more, why not give us the other option as well? They've did this in the past on some older figures. The belt, very accurate. Not sure on the colors. Sometimes I've seen this on statues or other figures. The belt is almost a between a yellow and an orange. So on camera it's a lot brighter or closer to orange than in real life. Nice logo right there, very shiny. And another example here of soft details. This is what I was talking about earlier. You know, it's very blocky and not as sharp as I would like it to be. So this is definitely something that they could improve. But other than that, I mean, if you guys have the Batmobile, you need this guy as a companion piece. It's a very nice figure, head to toe. Highly recommend this one. Again, my only nitpicks is the soft details on the base and the articulation, but I was expecting this. So it's pretty much like a statue. And let me show you the gauntlets here. Watch out for the spikes, they're pretty pointy. Again, details second to none. I like how the sculpt is on the abs. So let me know in the comments below, guys, who is your favorite Batman actor? What is your favorite Batman movie? For me, I wasn't born in '89, so my favorite Batman growing up was Kevin Conroy, from obviously the animated series. And my favorite Batman from a movie has to be Ben Affleck so far, although Robert Pattinson did a great job. But I do like Michael Keaton's interpretation. I think he did a solid job, even in the Flash movie. He did a good job. I think he was the best part of that movie. And that movie was horrible. I mean, you know, CGI babies, that was some crazy shit. But Michael Keaton, I think, you know, blew the movie a bit. Made it a bit positive. Even Ben Affleck was disappointed in that movie. The suit was horrible. So yeah, guys, see you soon on the next video. Bye bye and take care.